Alright, so before I get into it too much, what I want to do is establish some eyes for this character. So what I'm going to do is take a cube and then just go in and add a modifier to it and subdivide it. Okay. And I want to get this to the point where it's really super smooth. I'll scale it down and move it into position of the eyes. Now keep in mind that nothing's really set in stone right now. It's just I want to put it in a kind of a location where it's going to make sense. If you look at a bunny, you'll notice that his eyes are more on the side of his head and then his nostrils this way. So as you see, boom, 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 boom. So we're going to kind of adhere to that. I still like the mix of the rabbit and the human type of appeal that we got going on here. So I'll kind of put them right there, and if I need to move them I can. Alright, what about the other side? How do I do that? Well, all I do there is I hit this one, I hit tab. I look for something in the middle of the character. So I'll grab one of these vertices in the middle and I'll go to mesh, snap, cursor to selected. Okay, I'll go back to the eye and go object, set origin, origin to 3D cursor. So now I've made this in the center of this. And what that allows me to do is now, let's say, apply this and apply a mirror. Good. So let's see what else. So it looks like they got like this weird top bottom thing. One overlaps the other. Ooh, God. So maybe a little cuter than that. Whoa. So let's add a mesh. Let's add a cube. And think of this as a giant tooth, and we can always scale it down. And what we want is kind of like this rounded thing going on here. Alright, let's go into edit mode and insert some edge loops. We're not going to make a subdivision mesh out of this. We're going to go by what we learned by making shapes. So basically it made it kind of a pillowy shape. And apply that. Okay, so I got this dice thing. Now if you look at this model, it has wireframe. But the wireframe's like really non-uniformed. So it's not sculptable. So what I'm going to do here is just go in and remesh it, smooth, and now it's uniformed. And then apply that. So you can see how fast, you know, like when you think, like what's my next thing? What's my next thing? What's my next thing? What's my next thing? It gets really easy after a while. So what should I do here? What should I do here? What should I do here? And let me take a look at the picture again. So it's kind of like a little dip in it, and then it goes like that. Okay, so it's keep in mind I'm really used to having two monitors, one for the reference. So the first thing I'm going to do is just kind of like smooth all this out. Then take the other grab and just kind of go like this. And re-smooth that out again. Give it a little push and pull. Go back to object mode, duplicate that one. Put it right next to it. Then I'm going to join these together. Boom. It's another one piece. I'm going to go object origin to geometry. They're one piece again. And I'm just going to kind of shrink these down, see how they look. More shrink. Okay, I'm just going to jump in the side view here. Going to give them a little bit of a sculpt on it. So my favorite tool is just to always come in here and just kind of grab this tool right here, this elastic deform, and it just does a great job of bending things. I don't want this to be symmetrical at all. Okay, go back to object mode. Kind of move those out. I'm going to duplicate them, rotate them. Rotate it a little bit this way. And I forget, is it behind? Yes, it's behind it. Okay, so. Fierce. There we go. So that's our sub meshes with the model, and that's how you set them in and move them around and how you jump between things. So that was a lot of information, but it was a combination of everything you've learned so far. Save this out and let's go to the next video.